You're not failing at content creation. I know it feels like that for you. Low views, no traction, posting again anyway, and going through that time and time again and thinking, hey, I'm never going to be able to actually succeed. But this video isn't about pretending that it doesn't hurt. It's about why it doesn't mean what you think it means. My name is Motivational Michael, and I create content to help people like you actually want to expand further, be better, and motivate yourself to actually doing it when deep down sometimes you really don't feel like doing it. I know I'm right here with you. Now, before we go further, I'm not here because I've made it. I'm here because I'm still building. And I'm going to show you that honestly, with no interruptions, nothing that's going to make it, you know, fake or polished. And if you're creating content right now and wondering why it feels like no one sees you, this video is for you. Low views feel like failure, but they aren't failure. They're feedback without applause. They're reps without recognition. They're proof you're doing something most people never do at all. And the hardest part, you don't get encouragement while you're learning. You only get silence. Let me show you something. This is my TikTok. These are real numbers, real posts, real views, no editing, no filtering, no after it blew up moment. This is what content creating looks like before momentum. And if you're seeing numbers like this too, you're not behind. You're exactly where creators start. Because every creator starts this way. Let me say that again. Every content creator starts this way. They start with the low numbers. They start with the low analytics. They start with everything that you have done and are trying to figure out why. And as you can see, all my posts are, they flex, they are different. They just, they don't hit the same on every single video. Some only have a 93, 400, 900. Some of them are goofy 10-second videos. They were meant to give you a laugh for the day because that is my content. Okay. Everybody talks about having a niche. You are that niche. It doesn't matter how you present it, it's because you are doing it. I understand that in today's world, especially in TikTok, having that one specific niche is the most important. And if you've seen from the very beginning, all my holiday ones, they were for laughs. They're pure entertainment. And I've been doing this now seriously for a little over a month. Yeah, I do have some of the videos that I had from when I first started, when I was training for my wrestling career, which is on hold right now because of a shoulder injury that I had about 5 years ago that there's going to have to be a resurgery on. But you can see the analytics from any of my videos. And I will actually show you one from last night, which 425 people have watched and has only averaged about 5 seconds. So at the biggest portion of it, people are only they're seeing that small sample. How much? But my videos are only about 30 seconds. So they're only seeing maybe a fifth of its true nature and true value. The biggest part of it, though, is about 5% has watched it fully. So that means about 85 people out of 400 has watched it fully. And out of that, I've had 5 likes, 2 comments concerning this video. Now, if you're to go to another one of my videos, and I'll pull out the worst one I have right now, the reviews. It's a 23-second video. Nobody has watched it fully. So I get it. I get where you are in content creating. We're still infants. We're still learning. We're still growing. But that means something. That means that you, as a content creator, know that you have a ways to go. And that's what it's all about. It's about learning. It's about growing. It's about being what you want to be. But you actually have to learn how to roll with it. You have to learn that every failure that you have, there is a bright spot and there is reasons to continue doing it. Now, most people don't quit because they're bad. They quit because silence feels personal. You think if it was good, someone would have noticed. But that's not how platforms work. Algorithms don't reward passion. They don't reward persistence. They reward consistency over time. And courage is the price of entry. And here's something no one tells you early. The fear of criticism is worse before anyone is watching. Posting while no one cares is scarier than posting when people judge. Because it feels pointless. Because it feels like you haven't succeeded. But every post you make now is training your nervous system, your body, and your mind to handle being seen later. That matters more than the views right now. If you're passionate about creating and still showing up and still learning, you're not failing. You're building strength. You're building confidence. And for most people, they never develop that because they would just want to watch. This phase doesn't make you famous. It makes you durable. Every time you post, despite low views, despite doubt, despite the silence, it doesn't just help your content, it makes you stronger, and that strength is what creators keep going long after enough has been seen. Because you're not failing, but you already know that. So yes, I understand where everyone comes from. I understand why you chose to actually click this video or search this video. and understand that there's someone like you, someone who understands that there are times, there are trials and tribulations with content creating. I always like closing with one key point or key phrase or saying, and it motivates me every single day. And for 40 years, I have learned to grow and learn to understand. 20 years ago, I wasn't like this, but today has made me a better person. And I will give you the same thing that an old boss of mine has told us: be 1% better. And at first, I didn't understand what that meant, but being 1% better every day will make you grow as a person and it'll make you feel better. So, at the end of the day, make sure that you are better as a person, as a content creator, just by being 1% better every day.